for people and the planet to achieve what no one else can. This spirit has been passed down for 100 years. Through pioneering technologies, we contribute to the improvement of the natural and living environments. This aspiration continues to live on today as our mission. Kuraray's challenge in materials began in Kurashiki, Okayama Prefecture. In the early 1920s, the world was moving from post-World War I turmoil toward the Great Depression. Japan's industries were also facing a severe economic downturn, with no clear outlook for the future. To overcome this situation, Magosaburo Ohara, then president of Kurabo, focused on the domestic production of rayon, an artificial silk that was rapidly expanding worldwide. However, the rayon industry at the time was considered a high-risk field in Japan, with very few engineers. Because executives understood the difficulties involved, many opposed entering the industry. Even so, Magosaburo remained firmly focused on the future. He believed that rayon would enrich people's lives and become a vital material supporting Japan's industries. With this conviction, Magosaburo made the decision to take on the challenge. In 1926, Kurashiki Kenshoku Company Limited, Kuraray's predecessor, was founded to industrialize rayon. This challenge marked the first step toward realizing Kuraray's mission to achieve what no one else can. The next challenge was to answer the question, can we create fibers that do not depend on natural materials? In 1939, under the guidance of Professor Ichiro Sakurada of Kyoto Imperial University, a new synthetic fiber, synthetic number 1, was developed from polyvinyl alcohol resin, a material that originated in Germany. Around this time, Soichiro Ohara became the second president. To develop fibers without depending on imported raw materials, Kuraray used polyvinyl alcohol resin, for which it had already established mass production technology, and pursued industrialization. However, the escalating war forced the research to be temporarily suspended. Research resumed after the war. Amid the devastation after the war, this challenge required significant investment. Soichiro appealed directly to the governor of the Bank of Japan, arguing that the project was not for corporate profit, but to rebuild Japan's textile industry. As a result, a syndicated loan from 15 different banks was arranged. In 1950, Kuraray became the first company in the world to industrialize PVA fiber. Earlier in 1949, reflecting the actual state of the business, the company name changed to Kurashiki Rayon Company Limited. PVA fiber supported people's daily lives as a material for fishing nets and school uniforms, and opened the path to fibers that do not depend on natural materials. This spirit of originality and social responsibility became the foundation of Kuraray. In 1963, before the restoration of diplomatic relations between Japan and China, Kuraray signed a contract to export an integrated polyvinyl alcohol resin and PVA fiber plant to China. At the time, the people of China, like post-war Japan, were facing a severe shortage of textiles. Soichiro hoped it could help, even in a small way. Driven by his strong sense of mission, this initiative drew significant attention both in Japan and abroad. The next challenge was to develop man-made leather that replicates the structure and performance of natural leather through chemistry. At the time, demand for leather goods was rising, but natural leather was expensive and mostly imported. Replacing natural materials with synthetic ones will benefit the nation. Soichiro's words inspired the team to take on the challenge of an unknown field with significant risk. They decided to start with the most difficult application, shoes, which require exceptional durability. On the day the prototype was completed, one of the team members reportedly slept holding the shoes. after many failures, production of Clarino man-made leather began. With a natural texture and affordable price, Clarino became widely used in school backpacks and sports shoes. Even today, it continues to support people as they move forward. As the business expanded beyond rayon, in 1970, we changed the company name to Kuraray Company Limited. From here, Kuraray began a new chapter. It was an era of rapid economic growth. As supermarkets spread, demand rose for lightweight, long-lasting food packaging materials. Kuraray endeavored to develop a high-performance plastic resin based on polyvinyl alcohol resin, aiming for one of the highest levels of gas barrier properties among plastics. Development was a struggle, and there were calls to abandon the project. Even so, Soichiro chose to press on and stood by the researchers. After 15 years of research, we succeeded in our development, and in 1972, Kuraray became the first company in the world to successfully industrialize EVOH resin. EVOL, with its excellent gas barrier properties, found a wide range of applications in food and pharmaceutical packaging. PVA fiber, Clarino, and EVOL are just a small part of Kuraray's history. Responding to new challenges and needs of each era, Kuraray has continued to refine its technologies, expand its business domains, and in 2007, changed its Tokyo Stock Exchange industry classification from textiles to chemicals. Kuraray also actively advanced diversification and globalization. Since the 1980s, it expanded its global presence by establishing local subsidiaries in Germany, the United States, and Asia. On the other hand, in 2001, amid the rise of lower-cost synthetic fibers, the company discontinued rayon production, its founding business. Since then, leveraging its core technologies, Kuraray has expanded into new markets and pursued innovation through business growth and acquisitions. At the core of this journey is the same spirit since our founding, a commitment to pursuing proprietary technologies and products. Kuraray has also placed strong emphasis on social contribution activities. We return to society everything we have gained from society. This belief set forth by our founder, Magosaburo Ohara, lives on today through social contribution activities centered on the development of materials. It has been 100 years since Kuraray was founded. The founding spirit has been carried forward as our mission. What we create is not products, but the future. Possibility can change the world, and it starts with Kuraray. We will continue to contribute to society, for people and the planet, to achieve what no one else can.